Hey guys, I wanted to do a review that I've been waiting to do for a long time. I actually planned on doing this review sort of like right before this whole COVID-19 stuff. And then I refrained from doing it honestly just because I wanted to sort of redact myself from anything that could look like fear-based selling, because it's just not our brand, it's just not what we believe in. But with things kind of on the up and up, I really just want to review this product because I think it deserves some spotlight. So this is a different product to review. Just because there's so many ingredients, I'm not going to spend a bunch of time on each individual one. I'm going to kind of run through the whole label, but I'm going to spend some more time on the additions that Vitabolic has compared to maybe some other multis on the market. So it's quite an extensive panel. Obviously you won't be able to read that because it's really small. And this side here is kind of like your vitamins and minerals and everything else. And I will quickly run through them and the percentages of the daily value that they are. And then this side is where it gets a little funner because they have the addition of some adaptogens, some mood complexes, a joint complex, and I'll dive a little further into that as the video goes on. But just for right now, so vitamin A, 110% of your daily value. Vitamin C, 833% of your daily value. Vitamin D, 50%. Vitamin E, 667%. Vitamin B1, 3,000%. Vitamin B2, 3,000%. B3, 250%. B6, 2,500%. Folic acid, 75%. Vitamin B12, 833%. Biotin, 15%. Calcium, 25%. Iron, 8%. Phosphorus, 8%. Iodine, 50%. That's a really, really cool addition to see in a multi. Anytime you find ingredients like iodine in a multivitamin, you probably know that the people making it have an idea on how to formulate products. Next up, magnesium, 40%, zinc, 67%, selenium, 17%, copper, 50%, manganese, 125%, chromium, 42%, potassium, 2%. And that kind of takes us out of I just wanted to run through those really quickly. So that's like the multis that you're gonna find in most high quality multivitamins. When selecting a multivitamin, it's a little bit of a lot to learn everything all at once. But for instance, the vitamin C in this, and it says right beside this, that it's derived from absorbic acid. And the vitamin B2 is riboflavin. So like they're using the right quality ingredients that our body actually wants to absorb. And a lot of the times if you're just buying maybe like a grocery store brand multivitamin that just has 1 or 2 pills and is using a cheap source, it's probably not the most optimal product, best bang for your buck. So this is, the tub is 28 servings. And here's the kicker, and I know everyone's gonna ask if they do a little research on this. The serving size is 7 capsules. So before I dive into the interesting side of this panel, I wanna explain why it's 7 capsules. Because of all the ingredients in here. Because anytime that someone comes in and we talk about this product, the first thing that a lot of people ask is, well, do I need to take all 7? Because maybe they're used to taking sort of like a 1 a day, etc. And that's a fine thought process, but just to clarify, when we look at a product that is supposed to have, 500 milligrams of ashwagandha. Well, I just have my open tub here. So this capsule right here only holds 500 milligrams of powder. That's what this capsule size is. So when you make a formula that has the right dosages of the right ingredients and quite a few ingredients, it's just gonna take more capsules to sort of get the job done, if that makes sense. So 7 capsules with a good meal containing some healthy fats, and some maybe a little bit of water for the water-soluble vitamins, and that's going to be perfect. Now, pretty much any time of day. Okay, the fun, nerdy part now. So this is stuff that you're not going to find in a typical multivitamin, and it's also stuff that I personally have been a huge proponent of for a really long time. So they have kind of these 3 segments. So it's really hard to see, I know, but if you can kind of see, here's a first segment, here's a second, and here's a third. And the first segment is energy and mood enhancing matrix. So the first ingredient at 250 milligrams is Rhodiola Rosea. And that's a herb that's used for managing anxiety. It can maybe stimulate serotonin production. So this is used in herbal medicine. There is some decent research on it. Obviously, not that it's a pharmaceutical by any means, but just even myself struggling with some anxiety and everything, these herbs to me have always helped, especially when you start to kind of utilize more than one of them at a time. The next one is ginseng in a 200 milligram dose, which is pretty much right on point for clinical. Ginseng is another adaptogen, much like rhodiola, and it stacks really well. They kind of work really well to reduce feelings of anxiety, lower stress, things like that. Green tea at 150 milligrams, and theanine. Theanine is a green tea is just what it sounds like. Green tea is really good antioxidant. And then theanine with green tea is a really nice pairing. Theanine is a non-essential amino acid that can elicit some calm feelings. So that's why they call that sort of breakdown the energy and mood enhancing matrix. The next one up is called the Adrenal Recharge and Stress Blocking Matrix. This is the coolest part of this product, in my opinion. They have a full 500 milligrams of ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is absolutely amazing herb. I think, again, it's kind of in that category for fighting stress, lowering cortisol levels. And the thing about adaptogens is most of them, unlike pharmaceuticals or anything like that, work better over time as you use them. So there's kind of a compounding effect. And in next to ashwagandha is Cordyceps mushrooms. So Cordyceps mushrooms is a fungi that's used in ancient Chinese medicine for mental clarity. It actually has potentially some antiviral properties. They're actually doing a lot of research on the mushroom families right now. And they're starting to use them in more sports supplements with some really good research and results coming out. So that's always pretty exciting. The next part about this multivitamin is an anti-inflammatory and immune defense matrix. So turmeric at 200 milligrams, turmeric is a herb and or spice, but it's actually really good at lowering inflammation, as is devil's claw and cissus, garlic and ginger, and they're all in there at 200 milligram dosages. So that matrix right there is a full gram of pretty much joint support alone. So you're getting a full-on multi, you're getting an adaptogen and a joint support. So when you look at a product like this, I think it's really cool what Nutrabolics has done. That's why this product is so popular and why pretty much everybody that takes it does not stop taking it. I don't think, since this came out, I haven't really heard any one person say they didn't love it. And supplements sometimes are a little bit more mixed reviews. So this is pretty cool that they kind of hit a formula that's really easy for us to recommend as a store. I feel really good when people take this home because I know it's a really good insurance policy. Of course, obviously, you want to make sure you're trying to get your micronutrients in through your whole food diet, etc. But looking at this with the additions, it's a really good sort of interest over top the diet. as well as having the addition of fighting stress and lowering inflammation, and maybe uplifting mood, as some of these ingredients will do in this product. So great job by Nutrabolics. I know this was a little bit more of a dry review, and if there's any questions at all on this product, please let me know and I can do my best to answer them. And if I can't, I'll point you in the direction of someone who can. Thank you guys. Have a good day.